Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sarah Gold, and I am a project manager for WiLS, Wisconsin Library Services. And I am excited to have a new vendor partner today. Neil Schlager Neil Schlager is the CEO and founder of Schlager Publishing. And he is going to be talking about the Schlager Digital Library. Again, we are pleased to have Schlager Publishing as part of our vendor offerings, and we can provide additional information on discounts and the catalog following the webinar. So I will go ahead and turn it over to Neil. Welcome, Neil. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, hi, everyone. And so as Sarah mentioned, I'm Neil Schlager, the founder of Schlager Group, and I happen to be joined by one of my team members whose name is also Sarah Robertson. She's our Vice President of Editorial. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the Schlager Digital Library, which is our new e-platform, e-collection for academic libraries. And so let me first give you just a brief overview of our company. We have a very specific focus. And so we champion the pursuit of historical knowledge by students and researchers. And we do that with an exclusive focus on primary sources. And so our platform, the Schlager Digital Library, which is what we're talking about today, has 2,500 primary sources that come from about 27 different publications that we have published over the past several years. And most of these are multi-volume reference publications on various aspects of history or culture or society or religious studies. And I'll get into that a little bit more. And what makes our primary source collection different from most of the others in the industry is that every document in our collection has been hand-selected by a scholar as a document that is representative of a particular person or movement or theme or event in history or culture or society, up to the present day. This is in contrast with all of those big primary source archival collections that I'm sure many of you already have in your libraries, whether that's, collections from Gale or ProQuest or Newsbank. So ours is much smaller, only 2,500 documents versus hundreds of thousands or sometimes millions of documents or pages in those other archival collections. And again, entirely hand-curated and selected by scholars. That has a couple of options and benefits for us. So the first big benefit is it makes search and discovery much simpler for users, for students and faculty. And a second major benefit is that it allows the collection to be used as a course material solution, not just a research and reference tool. And so in our case, faculty can assign entire books or individual documents and articles directly on their syllabus. And so that has major implications, and again, is quite different from most of the other archival collections. A little bit more about the platform. It's new. It was just launched in February of this year. But while our platform is new, our content and our use in academic libraries and classrooms is not new. We've been around for 15 years and in use all around the country. The platform critically is DRM free. So there are no restrictions on users, unlimited users, no restrictions on downloading, printing, no restrictions on access of any sort. Again, our collection is assignable by faculty at the book or article level. It's searchable in the same way as well. And we have all of the sort of the usual tech protocols that you would expect, usage statistics that are counter compliant, all the authentications that you would expect to find or would need, Easy Proxy, Shibboleth, Open Athens. And we offer free MARC records of every title in our collection as well. Here's a look at some of the courses that we serve. It's widely applicable to a lot of different courses in the humanities and social sciences, starting, of course, but not limited to history, ethnic studies, American government, religious studies, even English composition, all make use of the documents in our collection and our approach. Here's a look at our current title list, 2024. As I mentioned, there are 27 different publications that we have published that are on the collection now, and again, comprising about 2,500 documents at present. There are three key series that we are drawing from: milestone documents, Schlager anthologies, and historic documents. And then we've got one sort of overarching title, the Schlager Manual of Primary Sources, which is a general guidebook for students and researchers. Here's a list of some of our new and recent customers of the platform, and you'll see it's a pretty diverse list. So there are some two-year colleges here. There are private four-year universities. There are large public universities, 4 years. And so I think this is in keeping with our approach, which really, if you've got a history department or even history courses, let alone some of those other course areas, our content is quite useful. And so obviously this list is growing, and we'd love to have you join us as well. Let's talk about pricing for WiLS members. There are two main options. So one is a collection purchase perpetual access approach, and two is an annual subscription. You can see here that in each case, it's segmented out by tier, meaning full-time enrollment. So tier 1 is under 5,000 FTE, tier 2, 5,000 to 15,000, and tier 3 is above 15,000. And those tiers, again, hold through both for the purchase collection process or option or the annual subscription option. And obviously, when we distribute the slide deck, you'll have this pricing available for reference. Let me say a few more things about the pricing. Again, as of this fall, 27 titles available. There are new titles coming next year and beyond. For the subscription option, that is an annual price and renews automatically, but we do offer multi-year agreements if that is of interest to you. And for the subscription plans, all new titles that will be coming, this year, next year, and beyond are automatically loaded. Now, the collection purchase model is a little different. And that's where, if you purchase now, you're getting everything in the 2024 collection. Going forward, starting with 2025, as we publish new titles, then you would be able to sort of purchase those new titles, at discounted rates going forward. And no annual maintenance fees on our platform. What I sort of want to just summarize here is that we can work with you, whatever your budget restrictions, needs are. We have an option that should work for you. And so what we've seen with some of our early customers is, in some cases, their subscription budgets are maxed out, and so it's better for them to do the collection purchase approach. And in other cases, we have institutions who do have room in their subscription budget, and that's a more affordable, lower starting price. And so that works better for them. We've got other institutions that want the subscription option, but don't want to deal with paperwork every year. And so we are doing 3 or 5 year, multi-year agreements. And so again, we can work with you, whatever, works for you and your budget and your needs. Let me just summarize what I've just talked to you about. So the Schlager Digital Library, again, a curated dual purpose collection, quite different than really any other primary source collection that is on the market. And I've listed here a few of the main benefits for each of the user bases that you would see at your institution. So for faculty, I would like to highlight again the ability to assign our content as directly on their syllabus as an e-textbook. And so whether that's an entire book or specific documents and articles. For students, again, it's a great resource for research projects, writing projects, but also if their faculty member assigns it, then they have it available to them. They can use it on any device at any time, wherever they are. For the library, we offer very easy setup and administration. Again, options for every budget, regardless of your needs. And for the institution as a whole, I would just point out that, because of our dual purpose nature, our platform aligns with OER initiatives, affordable textbook initiatives. And so that's a really, important point to get across. The next step, if anyone is interested in learning more about the platform, would be to do a demo. And we are doing a special promotion for WiLS members. And so if you schedule a demo with us, we will send you a $5 coffee card. And the demo is short, and the platform is very simple and intuitive. Only takes 15 or 20 minutes. So I hope you'll take advantage of some free coffee. And to do that, you can request a demo at our website. I've got a QR code here that you can scan with your phone if you've got that out. But otherwise, you can find the demo form at our website. Again, here's the specific URL. Or you can email us at sales@schlagergroup.com. Or just go to our website. It's very easy to find the Schlager Digital Library page and the demo form there. And again, reach out via email to our general sales email address, or email me directly. I'd be happy to hear from you. Here's my phone number. Feel free to call me if that works better for us or for you. And again, we are delighted to be working with WiLS and to serve all of you who are members of WiLS. And Sarah Gold, thank you so much for partnering with us, and we really look forward to a long and beneficial relationship. And with that, I will stop sharing my screen. And Sarah, you can tell me if there are any questions that we should address.
Thank you so much, Neil. That was a great overview, and I appreciate the QR code and the information. Also, WiLS members know that if they have questions about pricing, they can use the WiLS price quote request form. Feel free to reach out to Neil for any questions about specifics. And then to WiLS for any pricing questions. And this will be placed on the website, as well as being shared out with all of our academic members. So there aren't any questions. I think we can give people back a few minutes in their hour. And thank you so much to both Neil and Sarah for sharing your time today.